open. I don't know why they are. I'll be there for you.
That's okay.
I will be there for you till the end. I love you. Okay, please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Madam Clerk, could I have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Christine Adamzak. Here. Councilmember Linda Hammer. Here. Councilmember Michael Jazinski.
Here.
Councilmember Gerald Kaminsky. Brian Nowak.
Present.
Councilmember Brian Pilarski.
Present.
And Supervisor Diane Benchkowski.
Here. Okay, we have a full board here tonight. First item to go over is the town board resolution items. I don't know if you can pull those up, Madam Clerk, so everybody can see them. I do want to mention tonight we'll have two proclamations for Fred Beeman and Larry Rakitka. And then we will have Carl Widmer from Drescher and Malecki present the 2021 audit tonight at the regular meeting. I think he normally does it then because we can have the audience ask questions if they want to while he's here. Okay, Resolution 1, transfer of funds. Any questions? 2 is the warrant. 3 is to rescind the resolution for the ArcGIS online implementation. Any questions on that? 4 is to approve the lease agreement with the Bell Atlantic Mobile Systems. This is the property on, I believe, Clinton. We had talked about the cell tower there. Trying to see where it has the actual address. But it's also issue special use permit waiver and negative declaration pursuant to seeker. Next, Resolution 5 is site plan approval for 2450 Walden. 6 is the call for public hearing for the home consortium. These are CDBG funds. And if anyone's listening tonight, it's so important to give your input, what you want to see done with these funds. We never have anybody giving us any ideas. So, you know, it's pretty much left up to the town. So if you want your input, this is the time to do it. These are HUD funds from the federal government. Of course, they can only be used for certain things, but it's also a very important piece of the pie to help our residents and the town. Number 7 is the sale of 1097 and 1105 Walden Avenue. It's 2 vacant lots. 8 is the notice to bidders for furnishing and installation of trees along town highways. I mean, I just noticed, I don't know why my name's on here, but maybe Linda Hammer, do you want your name on that? Because you've been fighting so hard for that. I mean, I'm welcome to pull my name. All right, can you put Linda Hammer on as a mover with Councilmember Jazinski? Because I know that Linda has been very instrumental in getting that done. Thank you, Linda. 9 is pulled. That's the local law that we are going to adopt tonight regarding the excavation in our right-of-ways that we just have to make some more amendments to before we're ready to vote, I think. Okay. So then the next, so does that old 9 become a new 9? Does that old number 9, adopt the local law, become a new number 9, which is 2022-497? Bold, okay. 497 is next, right? Well, just the way they're numbered, like 9, 10, 11, 12? Okay. Okay, because my staff only gave me like pieces of the puzzle, so I don't know. Okay, so we're now at 2022-497 is adopting the local law. Do you want to put that up there so, oh, it won't, all right. Then maybe, this is for the persons, the exemption for real property of persons with disabilities and limited incomes. This we're adopting for our, that's 2022-497 now because of that one was pulled, 496 was pulled. That, the old number 9 is now the new number 9, which is the local law number 3. Now they have to change the numbering of the laws, I think. It will be 3? Okay. Any questions on that? Okay. And then 2022-498 is the exemption for senior citizens for income eligibility levels and percentage of partial tax exemption for persons 65 years of age and older.
So on this one, not for tonight or anything, but for in the future, if we can have a discussion at a work session after we gather some more data to see if we can raise that income levels to possibly 50,000 as per the New York State regs allows. We'll gather some more data from Jill to see how that will affect
Yeah,
the
I'm
town
waiting
as a
for the
whole.
report.
Yeah, if we could look at it and see further exemptions if possible and how that would be passed on to other taxpayers and how many, you know, there's a lot of questions that go with that. But in the future, if we could look at that soon also.
I agree. I'd like to see the report.
And to add to that, you can change the dollar amounts, but you can also change the percentage scale that's here. So if we wanted to do fewer brackets, for example, or make the percentages a little more generous when you get into higher dollar amounts, we have that option as well as a board.
Thank you. Good point. Okay, so then the next one would be 499, which is correct? I want to make sure. Agreement for sharing of attorneys to defend assessment challenges.
I'd like my name taken off that resolution.
Okay, does anybody else want to put their name? Councilmember Adamczak, can you put her name on instead of Councilmember Jazinski? Yeah, for 499. Okay, 500 would be accept proposal for furnishings and equipment for the Knox Key Secure Box for the firemen and the fire apparatus. Any questions on that? 501 is the underground gas fuel storage tank at Town Park that we had discussed a couple meetings ago. This is the actual resolution that John C. put together. He's sick today, so he couldn't be here, but I think we're all in agreement to move forward with it. Then 502 is the HVAC for Town Hall. That's the architectural services, right? Paul, okay. As you can see and hear, we need that done sooner than later, right? 503 is professional services for the upgrade of a permanent generator to the Union and Ellen Pump Station. .504 is the professional services for the ADA elevator at Alexander Community Center. Any questions? I got mine answered already through Paul, so anybody else? Okay, 505 is the pilot intermunicipal agreement with the school resource officer, Cheektowaga Central. That's the one that we were waiting for. And 506, that's the SRO for Maryvale Union Free School District.
I'm for this, but I'm going to not vote on it because my wife sits on that school board. So when we do a roll call,
You
I'll
can,
pull this
yeah,
one.
someone, we can remove these 2 items. Let's remember to do that when I make that announcement.
It would just have to be the Maryville one for me.
Okay. Let me just see if I can find, it's resolution,
18, 2022, 506.
2022-506. Okay, so when I make that, just say, can you please pull that for a separate vote?
Thank you.
And if you forget, I'll have it here. So we have 505 and 506. So that will complete then, we have 3 out of the 4 school districts taken care of. Cheektowaga, Sloan wanted to wait, and that'll help us recruit more police officers. 507 is the Stanley Falk School use of our soccer field, which I had sent an email out, that actual agreement. I wanted to put a cap on the amount because they didn't know about the expenditure. So not to charge more than $1,000 for the field for them. It's not actually in the resolution, but it's in the agreement attached, so I just wanted to make everybody a note about it, and then I'll get the agreement so Kim can upload the correct agreement that we voted on then. 508 is authorization of student interns. 509 is a bonfire at the JFK High School. 510 is the homecoming parade for the John F. Kennedy High School. 511 is a special event for the Southline Fire District training and education event. All right, 512 is the reappointment of Assessment Review Board, Mary Shem.
I'd like to pull that.
Okay. You are a mover on it, so you can pull that. And then 513 is the appointment of Patricia Mountain to the Board of Assessment Review.
I'd like to pull that one as well.
Okay. Uh, 2022-514 is the hiring termination of part-time seasonal employees. Questions on that? And 515 is the youth and rec transfers. And 516 is the youth and rec terminations. Mm-hmm.
Didn't we do some of these the last time, because I'm seeing some of the same names?
Oh, we did. I thought I didn't realize there were some of the same names. Well, it could be because we're in the interim. Don't forget, we don't have anybody really ahead of that. So I think whatever the last resolution is will stand. And we can always amend it after. Yes. I don't want to pull it over that if it's, okay. I'm not sure. 517 is a travel authorization for the police. 518 is a travel authorization for the town assessor. And then we have one item under the suspension of rules, which is appointment of Assistant Code Enforcement Officer Suzanne M. Sansgrant. Any questions on any of these resolutions? Okay. So we do have to go into executive session. Hold on one second as I just put my packet together. I'm going to make a motion to go into executive session for TCEA collective negotiations, matters leading to the proposed sale of real property, and the employment history with a particular corporation, seconded by Councilmember Kaminsky. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. We will be back at 7 o'clock for the regular meeting.